Hey guys, what's up? So I'm gonna be doing a look today. I know you're usually used to seeing or not seeing me do this, but doing a look today for a piece of jewelry that the lovely at Dana Till on Instagram made. So I'm doing a basic look for that. It's really pretty. I'll show you that as soon as this is blended in. And I'm being pretty quick about it so that I don't lose my light. I fell asleep, unfortunately. And yeah, so it didn't happen. But it is happening right now. I see you, camera. I see what you're doing. So, it looks like I'm smacking the crap out of my face. Which, in a sense, I am. Okay. So, I'm going to put on a little bit of concealer here in a second, but coming closer, ooh, it looks like this. It is a beautiful shade of purple and a wonderful clear shade here. It's really, really pretty. So, I'm looking forward to trying that out and seeing what I can do with it. So, I'm going to keep doing this just for a second. Now I'm going to put on a little bit of concealer. It's an AOA Studio concealer in porcelain that you can get from shopmissa.com. Yes. And just do this. Now, usually I would powder and stuff like that, but I don't think I need to. Yeah, I don't think I need to. We can just go straight into the brows and all that stuff. Because sometimes that powder keeps things on a little too... Well, let's just say this. The powder can make it look crappy after a while, so... I don't know. Maybe that's operator error. Who knows? So... I don't know. But the concealer is blended in now. Actually, give me 1 second. Did that work? I think it did. Yes, it did. Okay, cool. Alright, so everything is nice and blended. So, yeah, I'm like, do I need to set with powder? We're gonna have the bronzer and stuff on anyway, so let's go ahead and just go straight into the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare finishing powder. It's in light medium. I will take this big fluff brush from e.l.f. and go into the powder. And I'll powder this way instead. Just cut myself an extra bit of time. I love this brush. I will use this brush for my bronzer as well. There we go. And down in here. Alright, so it doesn't take much. And I'll go in with a little bit of bronzer. It's in an old vitamin bottle. And this is from the company called Younique. Just be careful with this stuff because it's really fragile. It broke. Like, yeah. That's the distance it broke, people. So I'm going to take this brush and go down in and tap it off as I go. And you can buff up the perimeter of your face. Or you can do the whole dang thing, that's up to you. Okay. Need a little more here. Getting through that perimeter as well. And just warm up your face a little bit. Or if you're like me, a lot of it. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so now we can hop straight into, you know, brows or whatever you might want to do. My brows are pretty dark right now on their own, so if needed I will do them, but I'm not going to do them right now. So let's go ahead and get into some of this. Alright, so the colors that I'm going to be using are both this purple palette from Wet n Wild and this single purple shadow from Shop Miss A, or with the AOA Studio version. And then the last one that I want to use, kind of to represent the clear beads in there, is going to be this one. It's called Lagoon. It's also a single shadow, but this will kind of balance out with what is going to be used for the clear parts of the jewelry. So alright, so let's try it out. I'm going to go into this Wet n Wild purple palette. It's called Petal Pusher, and I'm going to use this shade as my transition shade here. So I'm going to take this brush right here, it's a ColourPop Fluff brush. I'm going to take a quick little brush cleaner right here. I'm going to swipe off any loose pigment. It looks like that. Just swipe off that loose pigment from whatever we did last time and go to town. Now I'm gonna use this one, I think. So, and just go on in. Sorry, I'm like not in a good place here with that situation, so I'm going to go ahead and bring out an e.l.f. mirror and do it this way. And I will zoom you guys in so you can see what's up. Okay. Make sure I'm in focus. Now, I use aloe vera as my primer today, because that way it can help me fight any inflammation that I might get. Alright, so the transition's down. We're going to use that same brush, and I'm going to go into a little bit of this shade right here. I don't think I've really ever used it, but that's going to change right now. Alright. Going back in. Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to go in a little darker even. I'm going to go into this shade, same brush. Let's swap places here. Alright. Nicely pigmented. Alright. Now I am going to go into that single shadow. So let's go into this single purple shadow. It's called Regal. Looks just like that. I'm going to go ahead and use the same brush once again and just sort of gather product. And then go ahead on in. See, that makes it a lot more vibrant. Perfect shade. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, so the purple is definitely on and looks a lot like the jewelry color itself. So we're definitely getting somewhere. And again, you're seeing a freaking video where it doesn't show the full potential of it, but that's fine. We'll work on that. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this brush down. I'm gonna take this is not a brush for that. I'm gonna go ahead and take this ColourPop fluff brush, and we're gonna go ahead and close up the purple shadows right now. We can always touch them up in a minute, but I want to focus on this silver shade called Lagoon. So I'm gonna pop that open and gather some product onto this brush. Alright, and now we're gonna go in on the brow bone. Let's do this. Just lightly going in on that. Yeah. And we'll put on a white shade afterward to really enhance the color. Okay, so that's really all of that we needed. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab, there's this shade right here. It's called Dove. It's a white single shadow. And I'm gonna use that same brush, and I'm just gonna gather everything that's along the edges here and go in. So I have the product on, and we just went from 0 to woo. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this side as well. Blend the edges together. Just blend them together. And right there. There we go. So now we're going to go ahead and do the under eye right now. So I'm going to put this brush down. I'm going to go ahead and put a lid on the white shadow. And I'm going to use the purple shadows to smoke out the lower eye. So, I'm going to take my mirror once again. I'm going to go back into that Wet n Wild palette. And I'm going to use, let me see, this, I used this, yes I did, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go in on this one and use this color once again. I'm going to go in now, guys, so just be aware. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my mirror here. I'm going to continue to smoke it out a little bit. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and continue with that shade. I'll put a little bit of this on in there, and then we'll go to that shade Regal. So alright, so now we're going to go into that shade. I see you're not focusing, camera. I'm going to go into that shade Regal again, and I'm just going to gather a good little amount right there and use it to go under my lash liner. Alright. Sorry about that. I don't know why my camera's doing that, but it's doing that. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and put all of those colors down. I'll zoom you out a little bit here. Maybe that's part of the problem. And then, I'm going to put Regal away too. I'm going to put on a little bit of a liquid eyeliner, which is right here. I'm going to use the AOA Studio liquid eyeliner in Blackest Oh, sorry, just in black. Thought it said black, yes, black, but my bad. Alright. It's itty bitty tip. Gonna go back into here. And here we go. See, there you go. Okay. Alright, so there you go. And it is a little watery, but you don't need to worry about that. So, all good with the eyeliner. So now we're going to go into a little bit of mascara. So I'm going to use the Younique Epic Mascara, Moonstruck Epic. Trying to breathe and say those words at the same time. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put on the mascara here. Alright, and one more of this. Alright, so that is the eyes right there. I will do a light blush right now, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of a light blush. Makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and use this blush right here. It is called Berry Mary, and it's from e.l.f. I'm going to go ahead and use this brush right here. And we're just going to rosy up the cheeks a little bit here. We don't need to do much. Okay, so now that has been applied, I'm going to go ahead and put on a little bit of highlight from the Profusion Highlight Palette. And I'm just going to go in with plain old Charmin over here. Same brush, and I'm just going to add a light bit because I don't need much. Because we're not going out tonight, so that's fine. There we go. May seem like a lot, but it's not really. Okay, and down the nose. And down the tip here real quick. And we're done with that. And then for the lipstick, I'm just gonna go in and let's see what I have sitting here. I had something sitting here. I did. Promise I did. I'm willing to bet my niece moved it. Again. Okay, here it is. So there's this shade right here. It is called Love Muffin from ColourPop. It is a pink shade. And I believe it's in a satin finish. So it's a little sticky. So here we go. There you go. But, yeah, so this is what this look came out to look like. You can go ahead, I mean, if you want to, you can put setting spray on and all that stuff, but I'm okay without the setting spray. Just kind of fluff your hair around a little bit there. And this would be the look. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed what you watched today. And if you did, please hit subscribe and tap on that bell, because that bell's going to let you know when I'm posting a new video. Alright guys, so again, this was a look inspired by a beautiful jewelry piece. Not sure. It's one of those days, guys. So I'm looking down so you can see it. There we go. So this is the piece of jewelry, and it is by the amazing Dana Till on Instagram. If you love jewelry and you love seeing creativity at work, go find her. She's amazing. But this is the look that is inspired by that makeup and by that piece of jewelry. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.